Would you quit for 300K? Been with my company for 13 years. I'm 37 years old. If I leave tomorrow, they have to pay out right around 300K in employee stock. After early payment penalties and taxes. This would enable my wife and I to pay off all debt and take any job we want. Already have a PT that I can make full-time that I love. Would you? Work for the next 10-20 years or cash out and live now? All opinions appreciated. It sounds like you already know what you want to do. And it objectively sounds amazing. You're fortunate to be in this position. Live now because the future is not guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I'd take the $300,000. If it would pay off my home and car. And the part-time thing turned full-time would be enough to cover me comfortably and was reliable. In the future. Absolutely. You're still a young man. Does that part-time thing account for retirement? Does it account for emergency expenses? Make sure you have a flawless understanding about this payout. Like if you quit or fired. How you can make sure you won't lose this by doing either. What is your lifestyle? 300K sounds like a lot. And it is a nice chunk of change. But how long would that realistically last you, especially if you have a kid? Do the math. Cash out and move someplace warm with cheap cost of living. If it's student debt, I wouldn't pay it. They scammed you. I would not leave. 300K is peanuts. You can't retire on that, and healthcare costs alone will eat you alive. I mention that as you mention having a baby. You say it will be worth millions in 13 years. So stay half that time? Stay till 40. The capitalized interest on this fund will only accelerate with time. Have a kid if you want. Have the wife quit? But definitely don't risk working forever to quit today. But you do you. Good luck with your choice. Can I ask, what is your concern? Do you think that you might jeopardize future financial security by not staying with this job? Do you think your stock will significantly increase in value in the future? From what you've posted, it seems like a very obvious choice. Live now while you're still young. You don't want to hedge your bets and then in 20 years realize you just wasted your time when you didn't need to. Do it. Quit the job wearing you out that's more stressful and stick with the one you love. Take the money, relieve your debt, and enjoy living with your wife. As a person that's getting uncomfortably close to 50, I would consider holding out at least a bit more. When I was young, I used to consider 50 pretty damn old. Now, I don't. It's made me re-examine how I plan on living as I age. Being able to retire at 50 with a significant amount of money would be really fun. Like, incredibly fun. You still have a ton of life to live at 50, and sad to say, having a bit of money really helps. My advice is at the very least stick it out a couple more years. $300,000 isn't as much money as you may think it is. Or maybe your cost of living is low. No clue, but in general, not a ton of money. The difference between $300,000 and $5 million is huge. Heck, the difference between $300,000 and $1 million is massive. Bottom line, you've put a tremendous amount of equity into this, and it's just getting to the point where it's really paying off. Unless you truly loathe your job to the point where the money doesn't matter. Stick it out just a bit longer. I wish you all the best either way. Just my .02. Need more info? If you leave in 6 months, you don't get the $? How is this paid to you? Would it be considered income? Added to what you already earned with payroll taxes deducted? Are capital gains? Different tax ramifications? The question I have is, would you be making the same income? I've been contemplating the same thing since I've gained close to the same amount in equity in my home. I could sell my house right now, buy a house in a cheaper state, and be completely debt-free. However, in my industry I would be losing $50,000 a year in the process. And in the long run I would lose out on my retirement and savings. I completely understand wanting to do what you love, but I personally have sacrificed my passion to ensure my family's future. Hypothetically, sure, why not? I'll quit for free if I don't like the way I'm being treated. Live now, because the world could end tomorrow. And even if it doesn't, you don't know how long you have. So go for it. Oh, I'd cash out now 100%. Cash out, pay off that mortgage. Keep the part-time for a bit. Take the money and run. Work in something that brings you joy or helps others. Debt-free. Company will stiff you in the end. If you don't take that $300,000, I will find where you live and push you down. This one's easy. Cash out and pay off debt. And don't get in any more debt the rest of your life. You can't retire on $300,000. I'd wait.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.